Sugar. Do you really know how it influences you? Do you really know how it impacts your life? It's important to know the effects of sugar, just as it's important to know the effect and side effects of a medicine that you're taking. Sugar has many influences and impacts on the human body. Sugar is in so many of the foods we can consume in our lives, and it's good to learn about sugar. The recommended amount of sugar for an adult human female is 24 grams a day, and the males are 36 grams a day. In America, the average American consumes 68 grams of sugar a day. That's almost double the amount that's recommended to us. Today we're going to dive into brain functioning, and it's related on sugar, children's health, and obesity, all relating to sugar. The brain controls many functions in the body. It's important to learn about the brain and its functions so we can function efficiently. Sugar has a major influence on the brain. According to Integrative Psychiatrics article, Can Sugar Affect Your Mood from June 12, 2023? We need sugar. Sugar, when consumed, is turned into glucose, which then our bodies use to convert into energy. But too much of a good thing can become harmful. Refined sugar causes problems such as insulin resistance, inflammation of the brain, and even dementia. Depression is also linked to too much sugar. Chief Medical Officer, Director of Education, Dr. David Schreider, wrote that a study showed that when ingested 67 grams a day by men, they have a higher chance of developing depression over time. Women who also ingest high amounts of sugar can also be at risk of developing depression. If adults' brains can be this affected by sugar, how much can children's brains or children's health in general? According to Humanium.com, avid researcher Linaja Misick, in an article, USA's Sugar Epidemic, examining its impact on children's health on April 18, 2023, sugar does have a main impact on children and children's health. Children are now showing greater signs of chronic illnesses and health problems, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and joint and respiratory issues. The age of children, we should not be having a problem like this as we are. The number of processed foods in this country is prevalent. We're surrounded by fast foods and convenience. No wonder people are suffering. Food marketers market sugary stuff to children quite frequently, in fun coloring packaging on sugary drinks and candy. And as you're going down the checkout line at a grocery store, there's stacks and stacks of candy and junk food that are just calling out to children. Also, sugar is sometimes used as a reward to good behavior by teachers or parents. Food processors also hide sugar in labels. It's not just labeled as simple sugar, it's labeled as other stuff as well, such as fructose, dextrose, and sucrose are all types of sugar. The influence on the brain and children's health are not the only two things that sugar has an influence on. It also is linked to obesity, which can also lead to other greater health problems. According to Healthline.com, a registered dietitian and master's degree holder in nutrition, Jillian Kubala, writes an article, 6 Ways Sugar is Fattening, on April 23, 2019. 1 out of 3 people are considered obese. That's not even accounting the overweight people in the world. Sugar is super high in calories, but they're not good calories. They are called empty calories. Empty calories are calories that have no nutritional value, such as protein. They don't stick to your body. So, whenever they don't stick to your body, you get hungry faster, which means you eat more. Eating high amounts of sugar increases ghrelin production, which is a hunger-promoting chemical. High amounts of sugar also raises your blood pressure, which can cause hyperglycemia. And hyperglycemia is when your blood pressure is at a continuous high. Hyperglycemia can also create insulin resistance, which was when your cells stop producing correctly to insulin, and it creates blood sugar and insulin levels to rise. High blood sugar can also disrupt a chemical that decreases hunger and controls fat storage. Selective insulin also can be a result of eating a high amount of sugar, and this is when your cells respond to hormones' role of fat storing, increasing the fat storage. Eating high amounts of sugar can also may be linked to affecting the hypothalamus, especially the sugar of fructose. Hypothalamus is responsible for hunger control, calorie burning, and carb and fat metabolism. We should treat our bodies with respect. These are only bodies we have to live in for as long as we are alive. We should learn about them and understand the effects of sugar that have on their bodies. After learning about the sugar's impact on your brain, children's health, and obesity, we should have a greater knowledge about sugar. Dessert anyone? When answering this question, you should have a greater knowledge of actually what this sweet, delicious, sugary substance really is doing to your body.